For nearly 3 decades, the entire world trusted one promise: $35 equals 1 ounce of gold. Then, in a single speech, Richard Nixon torched that promise and rewrote global finance forever. As World War II drew to a close, delegates from 44 nations gathered at Bretton Woods. Amid the ruins, their mission was to engineer a new global economic order, one built on stability. The system was audacious. Every major currency was locked to the US dollar, and the dollar itself was chained to gold, a golden anchor in a turbulent world. Two powerful institutions were born, the IMF to police the rules, and the World Bank to finance reconstruction across war-torn continents. This wasn't just economics, it was geopolitical architecture. The dollar became more than currency, it was concrete for rebuilding, fuel for global trade, and the ultimate instrument of American power. The loop was airtight. US spending abroad sent dollars overseas, foreign central banks held those dollars as reserves, global trade stabilized. The dollar wasn't backed by gold alone, it was backed by everyone else's dependence. America exported stability and collected power in return. For 2 decades, the system delivered a golden age of global growth, anchored by the US dollar. But this prosperity was built on a promise the US couldn't keep. By the late 60s, cracks appeared as US gold reserves plummeted from over 20,000 tons to just 8,500. The nation was spending far more than it had, with the Vietnam War burning cash and the Great Society expanding deficits. Inflation raged. America's allies grew nervous, and in a dramatic show of force, France sailed a warship to New York to redeem its dollars for gold. August 15, 1971. Nixon stunned the world. Dollar convertibility suspended. Wages and prices frozen, imports taxed, the $35 anchor gone. Currencies floated. Fiat money became the new law. Within a decade, gold rocketed from $35 to $850 an ounce. The world's new game? Trust and volatility. Winners emerged fast. The US, free from gold's leash, OPEC, awash in petrodollars, banks running the new trillion-dollar FX casino, gold producers, suddenly kings. But here's the sharper edge. If the dollar survived losing its anchor, what happens when it loses trust? And who decides the rules of the next reset? Bretton Woods built a golden throne for the dollar. Then, in one swift move, Nixon smashed its very foundation. And yet, the dollar still reigns supreme. Its power no longer forged in gold, but in something far more volatile: global confidence. This confidence is why 88% of all forex trades still touch the dollar, and why US sanctions can cripple entire nations overnight. But cracks are appearing in this system. Confidence is not infinite, and the world is growing restless. A new global financial order is inevitable. The next Bretton Woods is on the horizon. The only question is, who will write the rules this time? Subscribe to Blunt Policy and stay ahead of the Great Reset.